Like him 150, man.
President Donald Trump and his First Lady Melania Trump have tested positive for COVID-19. Announcing the diagnosis on Twitter, Trump promised to quarantine and said he and his wife will get through it together. Trump's doctor says the president and First Lady are currently well, but didn't say whether they're experiencing symptoms. Even if Trump is asymptomatic, he will have to withdraw from the campaign trail for the next few weeks, in the final stretch of his re-election bid. It was on his way to a rally on Wednesday that Trump was seen boarding a helicopter without a mask, followed by one of his closest aides, Hope Hicks. It was on the ride home that Hicks became unwell. She then tested positive for the virus.
But it's very, very hard when you are with people from the military or from law enforcement, and they come over to you and they want to hug you and they want to kiss you because we really have done a good job for them. And you get close and things happen. I was surprised to hear with Hope, but she's a very warm person with them, and she knows there's a risk, but she's young.
Trump isn't. At 74 years old, he falls into the highest risk category for the disease, which has killed more than 200,000 Americans. Except for a few occasions, Trump has refused to wear a mask in public. He's downplayed the severity of the outbreak and insisted that the end of the pandemic is in sight. 33 days out from the election, a positive test will undermine his efforts to change the subject away from a pandemic that polls say most Americans believe he has seriously mishandled. Liz Maddock, TRT World.
First. And from there, you want to do tiering in various countries to make sure your most vulnerable populations get it. In our country, that would be Blacks and Native Americans, with underlying health conditions, and the elderly. And so we need to look at as a globe, and we're involved with many European leaders and African leaders and others in Southeast Asia to make sure there's a purchasing fund that can pull that vaccine through when it's available and get it out in wide scale distribution.
You know, in fact, the testing could have been ramped up very quickly in a few countries that have almost avoided the epidemic entirely, like Taiwan, New Zealand, Australia. They took their vaccine prepared, and so they moved a lot faster. So we, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
That nigga,
See
man.
that? See that?
Long snapper, man.
Motherfuckers on 1958, you know what I mean? Navy. Male, you know what I mean? Hey, Shalom, Shalom. We the Brothers of Great Millstone, the church here in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yeah, the ancient Hebrew tongue, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, would like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, you brothers out there laboring in His work, continually pushing out this gospel in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And as always, you believers out there, the Akim as well as the Aqua, that subscribe to the truth as well. So yeah, this sitting right here is going to be simply entitled The Plot. All right, because what you're witnessing right now is the so-called white man kicking it into high gear, man. All right, this man is running out of time. You know what? Let's just go into the precept. Go to Revelation, the 12th chapter. And we told you, man, okay? We told you that this man would begin to finesse you somewhat. You could use that word finesse, but he's going to apply the pressure as well. This man going to put his foot on the pedal, man. Okay? He's going to begin to press on Israel. All right? That's why you notice in the opening clip, you see this guy Trump, he's been diagnosed with the coronavirus, man. You think that's a coincidence? That was a move right there. That was a powerful, you know, if you're playing chess, you know, you move a certain piece, it commands the attention of, you know, the player he playing against. He's like, oh shit, okay, you ready to play now. And that's what's happening, man. Okay. Now, like I said, you know, it opened up with Trump, right? But you know, we threw the clip in there with Bill and Mel, right? And and that was just to remind you not to lose sight of what's really going on here. They about to kick it in high gear, and the target is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the whole thing is Trump. Now you notice the tweet, right? This nigga sent out his own tweet. First and foremost, okay, you got different things that happen with President high-ranking officials, right? That shit don't go out to the public, man. Man, tell me this dude got a disease. Like, what president you know, like going all the way back to the old presidents, Lyndon B. Johnson, you know, some crazy shit, Eisenhower, motherfucker got polio. Man, you ain't hear about that shit till they died, man. They kept that shit close to the reps, man. So all of a sudden, this guy, all right, you ain't got no advisors to tell you, no, President, I don't think that'd be a smart move. Come on, man. Yeah. Okay? All of a sudden, this guy put it out there. That's psychological warfare, man. He's playing on the psyche of the people, man. He's playing on the vulnerability of these people out here, man. So what they can say, Trump got quarantined, which, by the way, he put out in a tweet. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I quarantine myself. Get the fuck out of here, man. Me and my old lady tested positive. First, that's embarrassing, man. Okay, me and my old lady tested positive. But we assure you, we're gonna quarantine. Get the fuck out of here. They're conditioning you to get ready to be locked down. That's why in the spirit we showed the Bill Gates and Mel clip, you know, at the conclusion of that opening that prelude. Why? Because what they said right there with a smirk, with a devilish, mischievous smile, they said, this time around, all right, this time around, it's going to take hold. It's going to take effect of you people. And that's what we're about to go into. We're about to go into another lockdown. And you see how these devils working, man? Okay, they've been made bare because if you got any sense, you can see the desperation of this man. They're going to throw the president out there. Look, I'm going to get quarantined. You didn't tell me you're not going to get quarantined? Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah real quick. I made
He's out there.
He will not be able to hide himself. God. And go to the blue letter on that as well. You got something?
God, this is Jeremiah.
We can see through that, man. You got something?
Yeah, real quick.
Go ahead.
Why you looking for that? It's the book of Psalms 57, verse 4. It says, my soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire. Even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows.
Yeah, whose teeth are spears and arrows. The teeth represents their military, right? Go ahead.
In their tongue, a sharp sword.
Ooh, in their tongue, a sharp sword. The tongue goes into their legislations and law. And not just that, their rhetoric. And in the spirit, empower Yahweh by Shema Shai, we're going to show you that as well, man. Well, this man's tongue pretty much obviously deals with his legislations and laws on the books, but it also deals with his rhetoric, man, where he promotes. All right, if it's something as subtle as trends to something as extent or extreme as the damn coronavirus, man. Okay, all of it is centered around his tongue, which he's deceptive. He's a damn devil. He's a deceiver, man. See? So yeah, go ahead, huh?
This is Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare.
Read that again.
It said, but I have made Esau bare.
See that? This man is made bare. Hey, look, man, years back, this man would have been running circles around everybody. But, oh, shit, this thing is for real. Even the president got it. Man, I don't know one motherfucker who got the coronavirus, man. That I don't know nobody who knows somebody who got this. You know, okay, according to the numbers, especially Alabama's a hot spot. If you go globally, Alabama got the most cases than anybody, man, according to these motherfuckers. How come I ain't seen a funeral Get the fuck out of here, man. You should see like a funeral procession.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's a funeral home right by us.
Yeah,
you know, I ain't seen a funeral in a year, man. You know? But all these people dying.
Yeah.
Okay, as if you got a motherfucker standing with a clipboard. Check coronavirus. Check motherfucker will and bodies through, man. But see, this is nothing more than a prop. This is nothing but a scene out of Hollywood, man. And I literally mean that. Esau do that, man. Like they got crisis actors. Yeah. Google that. You got crisis actors. That's why, for an example, you had the Sandy Hope. And I got to look around, man. Yeah. They might try to shut shit down. We go into stuff like that, man. But you know, Sandy Hope. Yeah. It was the same people. Yeah. It was the same people who said my child got killed, and they go back, and it was the same motherfucker at Twin Towers, man, or the same motherfucker at the Las Vegas shooting. They call them crisis actors. Or for an example, when they had the riots up here in Baltimore, niggas running up in CVS, Jake ain't gonna play like that, man. Got niggas face tied up, them college students, them crisis actors, man. You see? Go ahead,
God, Jeremiah 4:19, it says, but I have made Esau barren.
Right, now we're in the stage. We're in the time now where the so-called white man is not as elusive as he once was. And that's what happens with all criminals. You know, once you put the squeeze on him, you find out where he's at. He's in this location. You set up a parameter, right? Then he loses his grip. You know? Right now, this man is being made bare, man. We can see straight through this BS, man. And this is nothing more than desperation. Hey, they was in a think tank and they came up with this. Send Trump out there. You know, send Trump out.
Like you said, that power move, that chess move.
Yeah.
You put one of them major chess moves. You put a rook out there, or a damn bitch.
It's on, man.
Like damn, he willing to give up that?
Yeah.
What the fuck he trying to do?
That means you going for a Hail Mary, man. But at that point, we know that there's no more logic. You know, it's desperation now. There's no more strategy. You know, there's a certain time when you running plays, you got scripted plays. You know, you might run a 15-yard dig. This motherfucker going for the gusto, man. That means, you know what? It's pure desperation now.
That's right.
See that? Go ahead,
He said, but I have made Esau barren. I have uncovered his secret places.
Yeah, the Lord uncovered your secret places, man. Right? Matter of fact, look up that word "bear" real quick, and we're gonna go back into that precept. Because this precept right here, man, we could eat off that one precept through the whole lesson, man. You got something?
Yeah, come. This is the book of Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, or daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, there should no more be called tender and delicate. And you are sitting on the ground, meaning you're losing. Matter of fact, go to Obadiah. Have thou destroyed the wise men? Is that Obadiah?
Oh, wise men.
Give me that, the sixth verse. Go ahead,
God, so this that word bear.
Right, so the Lord have stripped Esau. You've been made bare, man. Okay?
That word bear, it says to strip.
To strip.
To strip off.
You're a gazing stock, man. You see somebody naked.
Yep.
You know? Or I've been watching the Terminator series.
God.
Remember Terminator popped up naked at the club. They was all looking at, oh shit. He was a gazing stock, man. That's the same with Esau, man. The spotlight on you, devil. Okay, and we watching you. Matter of fact, give me Luke 8:17 real quick. I know y'all got some precepts ready, but give me that real quick. Hey, we're in exciting times, man. You know, we're in a time where the Lord is bringing this man down. Okay, and he's squirming. Hey, if you take a pig to slaughter, what that pig gonna do? He's gonna squeal and squirm, you know? Matter of fact, give me that too. The raw. Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke 8 and verse 17. For nothing is secret that should not be made manifest.
Go ahead.
Neither anything hid that should not be known and come abroad.
And that all comes about being naked. When you're naked, it's all hanging out, man. You can't hide. So the Lord said there's nothing that's hidden, you know, because you have a cloak. Esau actually had a cloak They was dealing behind the shroud of secrecy and deception for all these years. You didn't know who the Rothschilds was, man. You didn't know who the bankers was. The chief house of Satan. You know, those who seize control of the planet Earth, you know, thus fulfilling the prophecy spoken of in Job, the 29th chapter and the 24th verse.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew. Now it's coming knowledge. You just got a nigga, with a kufi on, you know, just got out the jump. He know about the bankers. Right? So that's a form of the Lord shedding light on the things that have been hidden, man.
Right.
See? All right, go ahead.
Which one?
Give me.
Jerry.
You know what? Go ahead and give me that what I asked for first. That Raw.
Okay, kind of. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
This is Jeremiah 5:22.
Mm-hmm.
Fear ye not me, said the Lord.
Yep. Go ahead.
Will ye not tremble at my presence, which I placed the sand for the bound of the sea?
Right. And what do it mean when the Lord said He placed the sand as the bound of the sea? That's dealing with a time to rule. Okay. When you consider the sea, you have the sand right there, right? And the sand is a marker, if you will, is a border that cuts the sea off from going any further. Okay? And in the spirit, that's symbolic to rulerships. See, what we found out, and through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shema Shai, He gave us a glimpse into the rule of Esau. We know that there's an end to this shit, man.
Right.
See? Hey, that's comfort in that. Go ahead.
He said, fear ye not me, said the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Will ye not tremble at my presence, which I placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree?
By a perpetual decree, right? Hold that and give me Daniel the 4th chapter.
Yep.
All right, the Lord said He set the sand as a perpetual decree. Okay? Now let's see what that decree entails. 4:17.
Yep. God, this is Daniel chapter 4:17. It said, this matter is by the decree of the watchers.
See, go ahead.
And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Go ahead.
And giveth it.
And giveth rulership. Go ahead.
To whomsoever He will.
See?
And set up over it the basis of men.
See that? So the Lord set Esau up the rule, man. But it was by a perpetual decree. See? So now let's go back here.
God, it says,
and this should make more sense now. Go ahead.
It says, fear ye not me, said the Lord, will ye not tremble at my presence, which I placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree?
See, go ahead.
That it cannot pass it?
That it cannot pass it. Meaning Esau can't go 1 day, 1 week, 1 minute, 1 second, 1 month, 1 year over the time that the Lord has given him to rule. That's what they're going into. And this swarm of activity that you see is nothing more than this devil out of desperation trying to cleave on to this rulership. But the Lord already spoken. Look, you can't pass over this decree. Go ahead.
It said, and though the waves thereof toss themselves.
See, and though the waves thereof toss themselves, right? You got the sand, you got the waves crashing, right? Well, that's symbolic to the so-called white man right now. They tossing themselves. They came up with the coronavirus, which, by the way, the coronavirus is nothing more than a weaponized chemical, a biochemical weapon, man. It's a weapon. When you go into the so-called white man, this is nothing new to him. He created smallpox. He created all these different diseases when he go to war, engage in war. It's chemical warfare, man. You know? That's all it is. Which that falls under the guise of the sword as well. When the scripture said the so-called white man, blessed is the sword, it's not just limited to a machine gun. These damn scientists up in these labs creating these airborne diseases, man, that's a part of the sword. See? Go ahead.
It said, and though the waves thereof toss themselves.
So the so-called white man is tossing himself, right?
Yet can they not prevail.
Yet you're not going to prevail, man. You set up a mystery disease. You got motherfuckers wearing masks. You got 6 foot Oh, now the president got it. But guess what? Out of all that, you would not prevail. Continue.
It said, and though they roar.
And though they roar, their roar is going into their laws. All right, going into the rhetoric. Which, by the way, you see how they keep saying, you got to watch this devil, man. You got to keep an eye on him. You turn your back, this nigga put some in your drink. You know what I'm saying? Now he's watching you as you get dizzy and shit, man. You gotta watch this nigga, every word he say. Now, he keep pushing out. Trump received a lot of criticism for not being more hands-on about the mask, by not enforcing the mandate of wearing a mask. See, that's them roaring. That's them creating a narrative now. You better wear a mask. The president, the commander-in-chief, is being quarantined. So you better wear a mask. You know, imagine that. You ain't got your mask now, and Trump being quarantined. They're gonna say, hold up, man. They're gonna give them more incentive, right? See, read that again.
It said, and though they roar, yet can they not pass over it.
So see, though you roar in the form of your rhetoric, your laws and legislations on the books, right? You would not be able to pass over that decree that the Lord set, man. And us in the know, we understand that all this swarm of activity is nothing more than an effort, all right, for them to try to maintain the momentum of the birthright. That's what this all goes back to, man. Okay, you got something?
Yeah, real quick. This is the book of Luke 16 and verse 26. And besides all this, between us, between us and you, there is
that's it. I'll read that again.
It's Luke 16 and 26. And besides all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed.
There's a great gulf fixed. Right? Go ahead. We're going to see what the purpose of this gulf. Go ahead.
So that they would pass from hence to you cannot.
Right. So you can't pass over, like for an example, we can't rule simultaneously with the so-called white man. Neither when we go into power, he's not going to be able to rule with us, man. So the Lord set a gulf up, man. And the best way to kind of get a glimpse into what that means is to go into the statue in Daniel, right? All them different rulerships, the Lord gave them body parts, them gulfs. So if you the head, you can't be the, the legs of it. So Babylon was the head, that was his time to rule, but he can't be the arms or the legs. See, that's the gulf. See, go ahead.
Come, it says, neither can they pass to us that will come from thence.
So we can't simultaneously rule with you, like HOI and you guys out there, man. You're trying to set up the kingdom in Babylon. It's not going to work. A testament of that was Black Wall Street. That was a thriving community, man. What the Lord did, the Lord had Esau to bomb it, man. Why? Because it wasn't our time to rule. That's that gulf fixed. And when you go into any kingdom and empire and different regimes that rule, they had their time. Matter of fact, give me what the scriptures say. The Lord will not interrupt that rule.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep, get that real quick. All right, when you go into these different kingdoms that rule, that rose to power, which all of them had one common thread, they fell out of power, but there was not another kingdom to coexist with them. Now you can throw in the Medo-Persian Empire, but even in that element, if you will, the Persians was over the Medes. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this second Esdras 4 and 37.
Yep.
By measure have he measured the time.
See, by measure have he measured the times, and there's times going into rulerships. Okay, go ahead.
And by number have he numbered the times.
Right, meaning you have a certain number of years to rule. The ancient Babylonians had a certain time to rule. The Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, the Romans, they had a certain number of years to rule, right? Go ahead.
And he doth not move nor stir them.
Right, so the Lord is not going to mess with you. He's going to let you have your run. See?
Until the said measure be fulfilled.
Until the said measure be fulfilled. And we in the time where Esau's run has reached its expiration, man. And they know it. And how do they know it? Because of the prophets, man. We telling your ass is over. So what they're doing, not to mention all the things you don't see behind the scenes. They got NASA. They see the chariots. They see the swarm of activity with the chariots, right? So they got this overwhelming spirit of looking over their shoulder. They know that their kingdom is in jeopardy, man. So now what they're doing, they showing desperation, man. They're going above and beyond the Call of Duty, if you will, man. They done threw Trump out there again. We playing chess. Motherfucker threw the rook. Oh shit! You like okay? Gonna play ball now. It's gonna get interesting, man. All right. Yep. Go ahead. You had something?
Yeah, real quick.
Then we gonna go back. Go ahead.
Job 14:5 seeing his days are determined,
Woo!
the number of his months are with him.
Right, the number of his months, the time from him to rule is with Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Matter of fact, hold that and give me Ecclesiasticus real quick. 10:4. Read that again.
This on Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined.
Seeing his days are determined. You should be rejoicing right now, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American with this information, you should be rejoicing, man. Because the Lord, in his mercy, he determined this man's days. And not only that, the Lord, again, have given us a glimpse into this man's this demise, man. Okay? We know that this man is not going to prosper. We know that he's not going to crown his enterprise a success. He's not going to get his new world order off the ground, man. We know all his purposes and plans and devices, wicked devices towards the children of Israel is not going to prosper, man. Because he's going to run out of time. Read this again.
It says,
hey, man, this man have a date with destiny, man.
That's right.
There's nothing he can do, man. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai already laid out this man's future, man. See? Go ahead,
it says, seeing his days are determined,
the
number of his months are with him.
Go ahead.
Thou hast appointed his bounds.
Ooh, the Lord have appointed his bounds, man. This man can't go over the bound, man. Right? But in his pride, because the Lord put a very resilient spirit on these devils, man. You know, that spirit of triumph. They feel as if they're going to overcome, man. The Lord did that just to make it interesting, man. You know? Nevertheless, we know this man is not going to supersede that bound. Go ahead.
It says, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, this man could not pass. Again, he cannot pass the time set, right? That the Lord have prepared for him to fall out of power, man. And really, it's already happening. Like we mentioned last night, the Lord have smitten it. Now, when the Lord hits you, there's no recovering from that. What's going to happen? He's going to hit you, then you're going to crumble, cracks. Come on,
This is Sirach 10:4. Ecclesiastes 10:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Right. So the Lord dictates who's ruling, man. The Lord set these devils up. All right. But again, in his pride, he don't acknowledge Yahweh Shema Shai. They tell you that in Isaiah. What's that? Is that Isaiah the 47th chapter?
Yep.
Right? Matter of fact, get that real quick, You get it, you read this again.
Okay, this is Sirach 10:4. It said the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Right, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Meaning whomever come into power is in the hand of the Lord. The Lord dictates it. Right? It was Yahweh Shema Shai who put you devils in power. Go ahead.
It said, and in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
So what's Esau's biggest enemy? Time. So in due time, the Lord's going to set up Yahweh Shai, you know, who's going to lead the charge along with the 144,000. That's the next regime that's destined, man, to govern over the planet Earth and beyond. See that? And we in that time, man. Hey, you witnessing something special, man. You witnessing the house of David, man. All right, coming to the rightful lot, man, of ruling. Okay? Give me what you got real quick.
This is the book of Isaiah 47, verse 7. It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Yeah, that's what you devils thought. You thought you had everything laid out, man. We're gonna run circles around the planet Earth. We're gonna rule forever. We're gonna keep the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American in derision. If a nigga read, just whip his ass. Right? They never projected for us to rise up, man. See that? Read that again.
This Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou dost not lay these things to thy heart.
Right, they never considered this. See? Go ahead.
Neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, they didn't think about the latter end. You know? And the fact that what Yahweh Shema Shai has decreed, no man can interrupt that, man. And no wise when you offset the plans of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. It's impossible, man. Go ahead, Hey, even our Lord Yahweh Shai. Remember Yahweh Shai asked the Lord, if it's your will, could you let this cup pass from me? the Lord didn't even answer him, man. And Yahushua knew, you know what? For the sake of prophecy, I got it, you know. So how much more Esau, man? Think the Lord gonna relent, gonna repent, and just let Esau ride off in the sunset, man, and create a new world order? You gonna have more homos, nigga, damn, like a ballerina, man. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, like we saw the nigga walk by the camp, man.
Oh, man.
Tell you, man, you get vexed, man. Nigga should be a safety, man. This nigga, you know, all built, nigga got his book bag with a tutu. I mean, some shit, man. Like, oh no, the tutu, that's the dress shit. But nigga got some tights with some ballerina shoes. And the nigga was walking like he listened to J-Lo or some shit, man. That's what you gonna get here in Babylon, man. So the Lord let this shit go on and go on, man. This place, you know, hey, you know what? It would be no more flesh remaining. Because they'll push forth that homosexual agenda, right? And that'll eliminate, you know, men and women getting together. That's what these devils, see, that show that they the adversary, man. You want to see a world where nothing but homosexuality exists. Men and women, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8, it says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none that's beside me.
That's heavy right there. That's what Esau's saying in his heart. I am. Meaning what? They totally omit the idea of that being a higher power over the, when the Lord said that this man is the proud, the Lord was spot on. You think the Lord made a mistake? If the Lord called this nigga proud, that means this nigga is proud, man. The Lord assessed this nigga and said, you know what? This nigga proud right here, man. Hey, the scriptures say that this man say in his heart that he is, man. And there's no other power beside him. And you know what proves that? The whole Big Bang Theory, man. With this man and his unwillingness to acknowledge a higher power, man. He said, you know what? The reason why you have everything that you have today, it was a ball of gas. And the shit exploded one day. You know that shit, but you don't, you can't even go out to all the universe. I don't know if y'all saw the video from the brother Rapah. That was a bad video. He went into the universe. Shit heavy. I'm at the center. I thought y'all saw it. Yeah, it's heavy, man. But it show you how big, how you got stars so much bigger than the sun. You know, so many times, billions of times bigger than the sun. And Esau, they don't know about all that. Yet your ass know what happened in the beginning of time. You knew it was a motherfucker, you, man. You see how this dumb, you see?
Yeah, man. That's one proud nigga right there.
That's a proud nigga. So he said, look, it was a ball of gas. You know, a ball like a soccer ball, and it blew up, and that's what you had today. But he did that so he would not be able to acknowledge Yahweh Shema Shah, man. That's what it means when the scripture say that. Read that again.
Kind of this Isaiah 47:8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
See, this nigga, man. Go ahead.
I shall not sit as a widow.
Yeah, he said he would not sit as a widow, right? Meaning he would not be abased. He would always be in his exalted state. That's what the so-called white man believed. Go ahead.
It says, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
Go ahead.
The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
And a part of the sorceries and enchantments, do you know coronavirus is a part of that? And let's just say the SARS or whatever, AIDS, those are man-made, again, those are weaponized biochemicals, man, for war. That's all there is. Right there in the lab, Jake don't even know these motherfuckers in the lab hooking up syphilis for your ass, man. You know? And just like, you know, you're in the science lab, and they mix this, they mix that, and that, then poof, you know? So that's the same with you. You drink a Faygo and eat a pork chop sandwich, and walk outside and hit the block, and it all come together. Now your immune system is vulnerable. Real talk. That's what these devils do, man. See? So it said for the multitude of his sorceries, right? Read that part again.
It says, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
See, go ahead.
It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness,
Thou
hast said, none seeth me.
Yep, they said none seeth me. Go ahead.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted
Ooh, your wisdom and your knowledge have perverted you, which goes back to what? Science. Their science. It has actually perverted you. Okay? It has made you turn aside. Go ahead.
It says, in thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
See that? So they exalt themselves as being the power. All right? So let's go back here.
This is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, but I have made Esau bare.
Yep.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Woo, so this man can't hide himself, man. That's why you see him squirming. And furthermore, he's an open book now, man. Now you know Esau a liar, right? Now when you consider America, the Lord compare America to a whore. A whore is secretive, man. I'm talking about one of them sophisticated, which America would be considered a sophisticated whore. All right, she cover herself up and she present herself as the lady of kingdoms. But when you get her, this motherfucker ain't even right, man. That's how it is in America. From afar, you see the lights, the glamour and glitz, the big city, New York City, LA, Vegas, right? Miami, South Beach. But when you get here, man, you see rats running in the alleyways, damn dumps, trucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want your money back.
Yeah, you want your money. You send a request, your cash out. You send you send a request for your money back. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Yep. So now let's go back to that word bear.
So this is that word bear. And it reads, to strip off.
Go ahead.
Lay bare, make bare.
Lay bare. Go ahead.
To draw out.
Read that again.
To draw out.
Draw out. That means you drag somebody out in the public, man. That's gangster, man. You strip a motherfucker and drag them out for everybody to see, man. That's how the Lord doing this nigga, man. And that links up with Obadiah, where it say how he dwells in the clefts of the rock. Now when you go into that cleft, it's like a slit. I did a video on that, and through the spirit, I didn't even really know at first. I just had the cleft. It was a slit, but when I zoomed in, it was a damn snake in it, man. It was a snake in it, man. Lord will, I can find that video again. I'll show y'all that, man. But you consider the rock and the cleft is like cracks and crevices. But when I saw a picture of a cleft. But when you zoom in, it was a damn snake in it, man. But the Lord drugged them out of that cold, damp, dark, murky cave. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
Okay. That was it, the draw out, right?
Yeah, the draw out.
That was the last one? Okay, cut.
You want to get that word uncovered. All right, now this is that word uncovered. And it says to uncover, to remove, to uncover, to discover.
To discover, man. We discovered that first and foremost, you the devil that the Bible speaks of. And it make all the sense in the world, man. See, that's why edification is key, man. Because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, the Lord set up men to go into words and give you clarity, man. When you go into that word devil, it pretty much translates to deceiver, man. Okay, Satan translates to adversary, man. Yep. And that all falls under the guise of Esau.
Yep, that's it.
Right? Go ahead.
It says to uncover nakedness.
Oh, well, lots of things. Go ahead.
It says lay bare.
Woo, lay bare, man.
Yep.
Now you see the stretch marks. Now you see.
You smell that.
Yeah, you smell, man.
That smell.
Go ahead.
that was pretty much.
Oh, we had on tights. You know what I mean? We're looking good and shit, but then you get out. That's them stretch marks now, right?
Take that girt off.
You take that girt off.
I got a precept.
Yep. Go ahead.
Joel 5:14. They meet with darkness in the daytime.
Yeah, and that's what these devils doing. What's the daytime? This the daytime, man. Right? Because we know that this is the darkness in relation to this kingdom that's in power, which symbolizes the misinformation that's on display. But this is daytime in relation to the righteousness. Meaning this is noonday. That's another precept that compare this time as noonday. Meaning this is the highest, this is the time where the highest form of information is on display. Because it was a build-up. You had the internet come into play. You know, you had people can Google, they can go on the internet and get certain information. But then the Lord in 2007 brought the apostles on the scene. That was the highest level of information. You got guys with information, yeah. Like you got the black conscious nigga, they're psycho babble, man. They'll say some crazy shit. You know, King Masufa of come on, some crazy shit, man. And then be some heavy, you know, there'd be some solid information. But that's not the height, man. See? Which is daytime. Read that again.
It said they meet with darkness in the daytime.
Right. These devils trying to meet in darkness when everybody looking. Right now, this is the time when you trying to do a drug deal, some shit you should have did at 12 at night.
Yeah.
But it's broad day and everybody out on their front porch looking at you, man. That's what the scripture's saying right there. These devils trying to meet in darkness in the daytime. Okay? All eyes on you, man. Okay, you under heavy scrutiny right now, man. See? Go ahead.
And grope in the noonday.
Yeah, you groping, you reaching. Oh, that's groping. That's a form of groping. You know, somebody blind and groping. That's what you're doing by sending Trump out there.
Yeah, that's
you reaching now, bro. Trump sent out a tweet, man. Me and the old lady got the coronavirus. But we're gonna quarantine ourselves, man. We're gonna get through. Come on, man.
That nigga like, you sure about that?
yeah. Trump said, get them on the phone, man. You want me to what? Yeah, go ahead.
It said, and grope in the noonday as in the night.
See, come on, man. Hey, come on. You the president, right? You ain't got to subject yourself to that shit. You ain't got to tell everybody you got the corona. Just go get the test, man. Go take the You making a conscious effort to say, I even got it.
Yeah, man.
This is serious now. Hey, man, this devil, man, is desperate, man. Go ahead. That was it on that?
Yeah, that was it on that.
You got something?
Yeah, I got a quick precept. It's St. John 3 in verse 19. It says, and this is the combination that light is come into the world.
Right, and that light is dealing with this information, man. Okay, the Lord suddenly sent forth the highest form of understanding on the planet Earth, man. And the Lord entrusted it with lowly men. See, and that's a stumbling block right there. Because Jake's so low level, they don't want to hear us unless we got some gold armbands on some crazy shit, you know, or we got a school, you know, a big arena, right? Or a standing army, a nigga marching. Jake don't want to just get the truth, man.
Yeah.
But see, that's how the Lord wanted it to be. That's how the Lord wanted it to unfold. He suddenly sent the light upon planet Earth. Read that again.
Kind of St. John 3 and 19. And this is the combination that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
Yep.
Verse 20, it says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
Right, and that's starting with the so-called white man. That's why you had this guy, I forget his name, he one of the elites. He said, look, man, we should have never created the internet, man. Because the internet is where the light is on display, man. We could no longer run circles around the people. We can no longer create the narrative, you know, and set the stage to push forth our agenda. Because now the Lord have trumped that shit with the truth. See? Go ahead. No pun intended. Trumped it, man. Go ahead.
It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds shall be reproved.
And by default, this truth is going to expose your deeds, man. If you ain't in the right spirit, if you represent deception and lies and falsehood, then by default, this word is going to expose you. See, so that's the same with Esau. Esau tiptoeing around, moving in that wicked ass spirit. But guess what? The Lord sent forth this light to expose him. All right, that was it on it?
Yeah, it was it.
All right, come on.
There's Habakkuk chapter 2 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
That are filled with shameful glory.
Yep, yeah. Esau, right? They like to make it as if they triumph. They got these relics, these statues. Andrew Jackson, they got the different stories where they exalt their forefathers. Well, guess what? That glory being exchanged for shame now.
Mm-hmm.
See? Because now it's being made more and more manifest that you took these different lands, mainly here in America, by shedding blood. You never dealt diplomatically, man. You only wielded your sword, and you used deception. Which that was an eye-opening lesson, even for I know for myself, the lesson we did about all the damn covenants and treaties that they made, man. That's the devil, man. And you see that same, they use that same formula. You want a phone, now you filling out a goddamn application, man. Fucking devil, man. Go ahead, huh?
It says
you filling out a 2-page application, man. This man ways is grievous, man. You should be wanting to get the hell up out of here, man. That's why the Spirit got on us to sharply rebuke HOI, man. It's not perfect. They act like we sit around, like, we watching them, man. No, man, that's off, man. You should be ready to get the hell up out of there. That's irresponsible, man. Talking about build up a damn new Jerusalem, whatever they call New Nazareth, man. That's even worse, man. New Nazareth. And it was a video, I forgot when one of the brothers showed it. He was like, man, this is the last. We got 10 more acres left. Or some crazy shit, man. It's finished, man. Go ahead, huh?
It says that are filled with shameful glory.
Mm-hmm.
Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Right, and that's the time we in. The foreskin of Esau is being uncovered, man. Okay? Go ahead.
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee,
Mm-hmm.
and shameful spume shall be on thy glory.
That's it. So now this man is really being made a laughing stock. Whereas in times past, in the scripture even tell you that. Does not the scripture say who can make war with the beasts? So that was a time where people acknowledged that, oh, this man hears. Don't come up against him. But now we're in a time where you're a laughing stock, man. It's like you stumbling in your own vomit, man. All right, you got
Be hosting, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Who that's talking about? What's that talking about? All right? And if you do come to the conclusion of what it's talking about, and who it's talking about, man? They're talking about none other than Esau. Read that again, huh?
This on Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I am against thee.
Right, the Lord is against the so-called white man. You think the Lord is with the LGBTQ, man? You think the Lord is with GMO foods, man? You think the Lord is with the delicacy here in America is against the dietary laws of the Bible, man? The Lord not with that, man. But we read earlier in 2nd Ezra, I think the 6th chapter, where the Lord said he's not going to interrupt your rule, man. He's going to let you have your time, right? But the Lord indeed is against the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Read it again.
This on Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I am against thee.
Yep, go ahead.
Saith the Lord of hosts. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Woo! Go ahead.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness.
Woo! The Lord is showing the naked. And how the Lord doing it? Through the prophets, man. Because you can speculate, but when you have somebody that's going into detail, that's doing it. They're like, hey, look, man. He ain't got on no drugs. It's like, But you see what I'm saying, man? I'm just trying to edify, man. If you got somebody there that's pointing it out, man. That's what. Read that again.
It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover the skirts.
See, and I would discover thy skirts. So the Lord is using the matter of fact, let's prove that, because I don't want nobody to think. Give me 2 Thessalonians, man. 2 and 8, I think it is. I mean, because that's the best vivid illustration I can give you, man. The Lord set the prophets up to be that thorn in the side of you devils, man. We got a video prepared. We willing to go in. We willing to be here an hour, man. That's what's the word we always go into? Inquisition.
Oh, the Inquisition. Yeah.
That prolonged.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you got to
Inquisition.
yeah, get that real quick, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
God, this is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. It said, and then shall that wicked be revealed.
See, then shall that wicked. So that goes to what I was saying. The Lord got us saying, see, then shall that wicked be revealed. Go ahead.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
See, so the Lord got the prophets that when we pretty much putting the exclamation point on. So again, you can speculate. You can say, man, something ain't right with this man. You know. But if you got somebody that's saying, no, it ain't something right. Look, see, you see that? He ain't got no. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're Inquisition, right?
Yep, cut. Now, check this out. You can get the precept on it.
Inquisition. This is a period of prolonged.
A period of what?
A period of prolonged.
A period of prolonged. We'll be here an hour, man. Getting on this devil. See? Read that again.
A period of prolonged and intensive questioning or investigation.
Oh, get rid of him. If there's anybody, just get rid of him. You know? A period of prolonged, right? Go ahead.
An intensive,
see?
investigation.
That's what we doing. Well, all the brothers you see, starting with the elders and apostles, what they doing? They invest. They scrutinizing this man. I don't care if one of the brothers do a video on how to make a garment. At some point, they're gonna get on Esau, man. Thus fulfilling Ezekiel the 35th chapter, where the Lord commanded us to prophesy against Mount Seir, man. See? Yep. So give me what you got.
Just take Ezra 6:19. And we'll begin. Well, I started 18.
Yep.
It said, behold, the days come.
Prophecy.
That I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah.
And will begin to make inquisition of them.
See, and we just looked up that word inquisition. Right? And that word inquisition means what? Intensive or prolonged investigation. See, go ahead.
It says, and will begin to make inquisition of them, would they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
See that? So the Lord's going to make inquisition on behalf of Zion, but it's going to be towards you damn devils, man. Court is in session, man. All right, and we laying out, the books is open, we producing the evidence. Now we just waiting on the Lord to come through and bring down a heavy judgment, man. And this devil, you have a motherfucker squirming. Oh, remember Cain? Oh, that's a spirit. Cain. You remember Cain was in the interrogation room?
Oh, yeah.
He said, no, it was 12 o'clock. No, it's 12 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock. You know you done fucked up, though. And that's us, man. You know you done fucked up, man. You know you done fucked up now, man. You got something?
I'll finish up this.
Yeah, finish that up then. Yeah.
Nahum 3 and verse 5 again. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Yeah, see that? And that's what we come in at. That's why we read 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, man. Where the Lord said he would begin to consume you with the spirit of his mouth, man. Right? So the Lord got us positioned. You got brothers all over the place, man. Dallas, Vegas, LA, London, England, Alaska, man. Everybody got a fervent spirit, and everybody dead set on getting on Esau, man. That's overwhelming, man. Who have seen such a thing? And I'm gonna show you something through the spirit, right? You know, like so-called white man, his network stretch over the world. No doubt about it. Absolutely. The UN, the EU, and all that, right? What other organization, what other body have that pull? Is it the mafia? Nope. Is it the NBA? Is it any country? No. It's Great Millstone, man. We're the only other entity that have an influence over the world. Let's show you that that's Jacob and Esau, man, if you're paying attention, man. Come on, man. Hey, as powerful as the NFL is, they ain't got a league or a team in Australia. We do.
Yeah.
We got a brother in Australia, man.
It's like a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It's verse 3. It says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee foul, and will set thee as a gazing stock."
Woo! And that's what you is. And you're a gazing stock. All eyes on you, you devil. If that's what you wanted. You climbed up to the top, the king of the hill, bask in your glory and shit like that. And guess what? Now we see your ass, man. And we scrutinizing you, man. We assessing you, we examining you, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, it's been found out that you the devil. Okay?
Yep.
All right, come on.
God, this let's get to the point. Lamentations 4:22. It said, "The punishment thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yep.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah.
He will discover thy sins."
Yeah, and that's the first steps. Okay. Hey, when I know I watch a lot of, we watch Forensic Files. You watch Forensic Files? Before you can actually get into the process of condemning the person or punishing and judging the person, you got to discover them. And them detectives, man, they go in, man. They get DNA and they might get material, fabric. They check out everything, man. And once they discover this the guy, then what happened? They plaster their face out there first. Your face plastered all over the news now. You the nigga that robbed Family Dollar, man. Then what's gonna happen? Now they're gonna come after you. It's gonna be APB. You're gonna be wanted now, man. Then once you're apprehended, then you're going into captivity. That's what's gonna happen to the so-called white man. Okay, the Lord got got this man on a wanted poster, right? That's why when you read Genesis, what's that? Genesis the 4th chapter. Esau, he came out and said it. He said, "My punishment is greater than I can bear, man." Whosoever shall find me, because he was on the run. You got something?
Yeah, real quick. This Job 20 and verse 27. "The heaven shall reveal his iniquity."
Yeah, and that's dealing with the internet, man. And also dealing with us. We will be the heavens. The heavens is the regime, the next regime that's going to come into power, man. That's why Yahweh Shah made the statement, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So the heavens is revealing your iniquity. Go ahead.
It says, "The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him."
Yeah, and that's going to ultimately happen. All the other nations going to rise up against him. And that's, you know what? Go to Obadiah. I don't want to butcher it. Because the scripture said the earth going to rise up against him, right? And we in that stage already, when you think about it. Because the earth is not yielding its strength to it. This nigga got to create food in the lab. But ultimately, the nation's going to rise up against him. Go ahead. I think it started first.
Okay.
Is that the first verse?
Coming to me. This is Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, the said the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
Yeah, bro, I want to just say, and I get it, bro, but the cursing, right? And I don't want to detour into deviate off the topic, but it's not a such thing as courtesy, and not to disrespect you and them, but a lot of people who come into this form of teaching, you subconsciously bring that Baptist church baggage with you. You've been in America too long. Cursing is not. Do you know the English language in itself is a curse, bro? If you really want to get technical, because pursuant to Ecclesiasticus, it tells you how the words in Hebrew other than Hebrew. Furthermore, real quick, let me get something real quick. We're gonna go back there. Get Nehemiah. Get Nehemiah 13 and 25. Hey, let me tell you this, Willie. Will, and no disrespect. He said these brothers are knowledgeable. See?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, that's cool.
See, there you go.
You got here.
See? That's an oxymoron. Watch out. These brothers are knowledgeable, just wish the cursing was not involved. Bro, what the cursing doing to you? See what I'm saying? Like
we on
you,
church.
like you, you in the room. No, every time you hear a curse word,
Get put, but damn.
no. Oh, that's the elder. The word is about the end. Yeah, beautiful point.
That's like somebody saying, "Get the fuck out the street." You getting out?
Yeah, like the elder said, the world is about to end. And you worried about cursing.
Yeah,
Hey, it's almost like if you throw money in somebody's face,
they gonna.
know what they're gonna do? They're gonna bow down. They're gonna bow down and pick the money up. That's what we doing. We giving you the money. Don't worry about how we giving it. And like the brother said, you about to get hit by a car and somebody snatch you out of the way. You gotta just be thankful that they saved you, not the way they saved you. See? So when we get something for you real quick, Willie, and then we're gonna go back to what we got, bro.
It's Nehemiah 13.
Willie, man, probably Augusta, man. You've been in church too long, that's all. We get it though, bro. Go ahead.
Nehemiah 13:25.
And Nehemiah was a prophet of the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, "And I contended with them."
Nehemiah said he contended with them, right? Now, when you go into the word contend, it literally means to fight, right? Go ahead.
And cursed them.
And what?
And cursed them.
And cursed them. See? And cursed them. So Nehemiah was a prophet. He cursed. When you read Matthew the 23rd chapter, our Lord cursed out the Pharisees.
Vipers and serpents. That was cuss words.
Those cuss words.
It's ancient word for nigga.
Yep, the ancient word for nigga. Fuck boy and shit. Yep, right?
It says, "And I contended."
Those fighting words.
Yep, that's it. It says, "And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them."
And he not only cursed them, Nehemiah actually smoked certain other people, man. The prophets was rough, bro. Yep. This is a rough thing over here, man. This is not for the faint-hearted, man. Scriptures tell you that our Lord Yahweh was an austere man. Go ahead.
It says, "And plucked off their hair, and made them swear by the Most High, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves."
Yep, see? You have something? All right. So, yeah, they're just throwing that at you, Willie, you know? It's bigger than that, man. The English language is a curse, man. Every word that you speak, you know? Right? You can't call on the name of the Lord in the English language. That in itself is a curse. Furthermore, when you read the prophecy, we ain't gonna hop on this too long, but what's that? Is that Zephaniah where it says, "I will return to you the pure language"? Yep, that proves that this language is a curse.
That's it. Yep.
See?
I got one. So like I said, he said we got knowledge though, then. This 2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech.
See, but though I be rude in speech, and this is the words of the Apostle Paul, right?
Yet not in knowledge.
Yet not in knowledge. See, go ahead.
But we
have motherfucker tell you, "Hey, motherfucker, 2 + 2 is 4, motherfucker."
I'm not sorrowful.
That I hurt you.
Yeah.
That I made you sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not sorry that I made you sorry.
Yeah. Let's know he can talk to him in a room.
Yeah, man. Hold up. He said himself. He said, "Should I bring the rod?" The Apostle Paul said that. Yep. He was writing a letter, I think it was to the Corinthians. Yeah. He said, "Look, I'm on my way. Should I bring the rod?" Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "But though I be rude in speech, yet not in
knowledge." See, what you're gonna come to find out, this book is not some soft. Just read, hey Willie, read Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, in the 10th verse, man. Yeah. Go ahead. And then you got a soft-spoken pastor, though. Yeah. You got a soft-spoken pastor, Joel Osteen. Would any of you folks want your children to see? Get up, get them out of here. We're gonna finish their precept.
They probably got
pull out the tools. Yeah. Pull out the tools. Yeah. Go ahead.
It says, "But we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things."
Yeah. Would any of you fool? You called us a fool. We never called you called us a fool. Yeah, man. Really, man, just some nigga out of Selma, man.
Still probably get whippings from
shit, man. Nigga blew out his ACL, man. Nigga was gonna be a bad outside linebacker, man. Now you here, man. You know, I bet you if you look at Willie Page, Willie ain't got no. You ask him break down Ezekiel the 17th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yet this nigga, that's Jake, man. All right, yep, come on. That was it on that? All right, come on, let's get back to what we
This Obadiah, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord power concerning Edom.
Mm-hmm.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
Yep.
An ambassador is set among the heathen.
Go ahead.
Arise ye and let us
See, that's why the scripture said, the earth shall rise up against them. Read that one more time, huh?
Hey, Job.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Going back, this is the book of Job 20, in verse 27. It says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity.
See, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, right? Which is dealing with what? This information, the internet, being the platform, if you will, right? Go ahead.
And the earth shall rise up against
And
him.
the earth shall rise up against them. So that's dealing with the other nations. Ultimately, and that's what we're reading right here. Go ahead.
It said, arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
See that? So that's what that's going into. So that's the stage we're in. We're in the stage where this man has been identified and targeted as the wicked. Now the prophecies is going to be able to take. Oh, just like the scriptures say, and the word of the Lord rolls up against. You know, so the Lord's decree is beginning to settle on the planet Earth and do its thing. See that? So now with that established, yeah, kumbaya, nigga, man. Willie, you know. Let's tell you right there, man. This nigga out of, you know, Gulf Shores, man. That's is it? All right, come on, so let's go to the song.
Psalm 37. How you gonna start the top?
Yeah, cut it. Lord, we'll get into some of this information, you know. Go ahead.
God, this Psalm 37. Why? Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Right, and we are not to fret ourselves because of the so-called white man. Reason being, because the Lord, through his mercy, have gave us the blueprint. We know that this man's end is inevitable, man. And what could we do to this man? We can't do what the Lord gonna do to this nigga. The Lord gonna deliver him in our hand, man. The Lord gonna give us chains, and he gonna come to us, man. Yeah. What else do we want, man? But you got niggas in the gun range, you know? Go ahead, Al.
It said, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass.
They shall soon be cut down like the grass, and that's the time we're in. Proving that this is a living document. This book is dealing with the time, the here and now. See, when this was written, Esau's end wasn't soon, so it only applies to now. Right now, soon is his end. You know, go ahead.
It said, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass,
yep,
and wither as the green herb.
Yep, and wither as the green herb. And wither, when something wither, it's a process. See? Go ahead, Al.
It said, trust in the Lord and do good.
And that's what we do. We trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. Now, does this mean you pace back and forth in the house? I trust in the Lord. No, to trust in the Lord means to trust in his doctrine, man. Okay? And really to trust in the men that the Lord sent forth. Which that's not an easy task for Jake, man. That have proven to be an obstacle that you niggas can't get over. Just like Willie. If it was the so-called white man, Willie wouldn't have nothing to say, man. Go ahead.
It said, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart.
Yes, yeah, come on, man. Go ahead.
Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him.
Yeah, and Willie couldn't trust in him. And that, hey, if you take a step back and examine that, that's scary, man. You let something as subtle as the way we give you the truth stop you from getting salvation, because whether you know it or not, we just blotted you out. And that's another thing. I did a lesson on that earlier through the Spirit. The prophets got the jurisdiction to blot you out. It tells you that in Matthew the 18th chapter, whatever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever he was just loosed. But he think it's just a chat room. Niggas think it's just a blog, man. When you leave some shit, no, man, I believe the Lakers is going to. You don't do that up here, man. Then what's going to happen? You get loosed And the Lord gonna honor that, man. That's in the documents. That's actually in the scriptures, man. That's on the books. If we loose you, the Lord gonna honor that. If we bind you, meaning that we welcome you into the fold, the Lord gonna honor that. I already gave him a nickname. Yeah, that'll stick too. I think that'll stick.
Silly Willie.
Yeah, nigga, yeah, man. Outside linebacker, nigga, Willie bring the hat, nigga, hit. Yeah, go ahead.
Great player on
Yeah, yeah.
Got his own great player, man, and shit.
He got the headset on now. He paused Madden and coming on here and lightening us and shit. Go ahead.
It says, commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him,
Yep.
and he shall bring it to pass.
Right. And the Lord gonna bring your desire. And guess what our desire is? First and foremost, salvation. Of course, we pray the Lord count us worthy to escape his wrath, but also to get our hand on you devils, man.
That's right.
The Lord gonna bring that to pass. Go ahead.
And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light,
Yeah.
and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
That's what we gotta do, man. You gotta rest in the Lord. That's why you see brothers and sisters, they rest, you know, in this doctrine. It's not like you retreat, you draw back and you go to something else. If you doing that, the Lord know. You listen to us, then you go listen to the Black Country. That's not rest. That's being all over the place. You got to find this truth, acknowledge that it's the truth. You got to settle it. You got to resonate with you, register with you, and you got to rest in it. That's why the scriptures say, those who are in trouble, rest with us.
That's it.
See? Go ahead.
This is Psalm 37:7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
Yep.
Fret not thyself because of him who prosper in his way.
That's dealing with the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices.
It didn't
to
say
pass.
the devil.
Yeah.
In the sense of what Christianity teach you, man. Some guy in the underworld with a red spandex suit waiting to possess and torment your soul forever and ever. No, the scriptures say the man. Read that again.
It says, fret not thyself because of him who prosper in his way.
Go ahead.
Because of the man
See?
who bringeth wicked devices to
And
pass.
this wicked device ultimately is going to be that chip, man. All roads point to the chip. And I want to see what everybody got, like Adam Abbott. The fuck you got to say? Niggas cutting everybody, bringing out all these precepts. Yeah. What about the chip, man? What you telling your congregation concerning the vaccine, man? They probably tell them, man, go ahead and get the vaccine. Scripture said, agree with thine adversary quickly.
That means you need to be the first in line. Shit like that, man. I'm telling you, man. Fringes.
Yeah, fringes, yeah. You filled out your paperwork, bro? You know what I mean? Well,
it says, cease from anger and forsake wrath.
Right. It's not for us to avenge ourselves. Lord got it. You got something?
Quick precept. It's Luke 21:19. In your patience, possess ye your soul.
Yeah, so we got to wait on you. How about some outside, man? As also spoken of by the prophet, man. Zephaniah the 3rd chapter, I believe. Wait ye upon me, said the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Yeah.
For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
That's us, man. I think that's Luke the 6th chapter, the meek shall inherit the earth. Go ahead.
It said, for yet a little while.
See, that proves that this book is powerful, man. It wasn't a little while back then, but now it's a little while. Because we see this man spiraling out of control. We see America on the downward spiral. We know this place is finished, man. So in a little while, right? Hey, just be patient. Just hold on. Just hold on, y'all. Go ahead.
For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be.
And the wicked shall not be, man. You know, man, imagine. I forgot what brother. I believe that was the Mississippi brothers going into that. Imagine when you ain't got to worry about a goddamn cop. Imagine you got to worry about the goddamn cop, man. Lights, red and blue lights behind you, man. Or a damn bill. Yeah. A bill coming. You opening the bill and shit. It's like a drum roll and shit in your head. It's saying the wicked will be no more, man. In a little while, go ahead.
It says, yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be.
But this man, what was his place? Rulership.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be at that position no more, man. See? Go ahead.
But the meek shall inherit the earth.
See, but the meek shall inherit the earth. The Lord is going to raise us up in his stead. The Lord is going to give the power over to us. Mm-hmm. That's why the scripture is saying due time, which we brought that out earlier. Right? Go ahead. So like, go ahead. You got yourself.
This is Ezekiel 17:24. And all the trees of the field shall know that I, the Lord, have brought down the high tree.
Right. The Lord have brought down the high tree, which would be Esau, the so-called white man. This man is in power, man. You got niggas talking about Esau is Ishmael, Japheth, and some stupid shit. The Arabs. Fuck out of here, man. Go ahead,
It says, I have brought down the high tree, have exalted the low tree.
Yep, the Lord is exalting the low tree, which is the nation of Israel. Storm of the elect. Go ahead.
Have dried up the green tree.
Right, the Lord is drying up the green tree. And again, that complements what we read earlier, where the Lord said he would wither. To dry up, it's interchangeable with withering. Yep. See? Go ahead.
And have made the dry trees to flourish.
And now we flourishing. We was dry. And that links up with Ezekiel the 37th chapter. Was we not the dry bones? But now the Lord in his mercy have saturated us, man, with this word, which is compared to water, right? So now we're alive. Go ahead.
It says, I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it.
See, and that's the prophecy. So the Lord spoke it, so it's going to come to pass. All right, go ahead.
Back to Psalm 37:11. We said, but the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
Yeah. Ooh, which that's the kingdom of heaven. That's the abundance of peace. Kingdom of heaven is King Solomon's run. Do not the scripture tell you in the kingdom we're going to dwell in safety? We're not going to have no more tears. Matter of fact, since you brought that up, what you want to get?
Psalm 7.
You can get that and give me, I think that's 1 Kings 4 and I believe 20. Get what you got and let's see what if that's it.
Yeah, this is Psalm 72 and 7. It said, in his days shall the righteous flourish in abundance of peace, so long as the moon endure.
Yeah, read that again.
This Psalm 72 and 7. It said, in his days shall the righteous flourish in abundance of peace, so long as the moon endure.
And that's dealing with who?
Solomon.
See that? Which is when you go to the see what that say?
Psalm for Solomon.
But what it say over there?
Oh, the reign of the Messiah. Come on, man. Damn.
See that? The reign. You go to Psalm the 72nd chapter, and the heading says, the reign of the Messiah, a song of Solomon. So the kingdom of heaven is nothing more than an extension of King Solomon's rulership. All right, and it tells you this right here. Matter of fact, go to 1 Kings 4 and start at 21. Read 21, then jump down to 25. Read 21, then jump down to 25.
This 1 Kings 1. This 1 Kings 4 and 21. It says, and Solomon reigned over all kingdoms, from the river unto the land of the Philistines, and unto the border of Egypt. They brought presents and served Solomon all the days of his life.
Do you know that's going to happen in the kingdom, man? Scriptures tell you they're going to come and bring it. They're going to come and say, let us serve the Lord of Israel. That's Solomon. Right? So now, go down to the 25th verse.
Verse 25, it says, in Judah and Israel.
See, in Judah and Israel, that's when we come back together, which that happened before, but when we come back together, go ahead.
Dwelt safely.
Dwelt safely, see? That's the only time Israel ever experienced safety, was under the vibration of Solomon, man. See? Read that again.
It says, in Judah and Israel dwelt safely. Every man under his vine.
Woo, you had your own. Come on, man. Go ahead.
And under his fig tree, from Dan even to Beersheba.
Yeah, then you have a nigga like Nasrallah come on the coming board somewhere and just out the blue. You break that down. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, from Dan even to Bathsheba, all the days of Solomon.
See, all the days of Solomon. So that show you that that's the kingdom right there. All right. So now let's go back.
This back to Psalm 37 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
It said the wicked plot of
Right, and that's why you got this news coming out now with Trump with the coronavirus. Now, he could have it. Like Esau could plan himself. You know they had the and I don't want to just go on into that, segue into that like that, but remember the Simpsons, they had Trump, they predicted Trump to die, man. You know? And that's Evelyn Roth, that's the Rothschild show there, man. That's why you got Barnes. That's actually Spirit, the Simp sons. That's the generate them. Esau, the Simp sons. Dealing with Esau, man. Yep, go ahead.
It says the wicked plot against the just and gnash upon him with his teeth.
Right, and that's dealing with what ultimately his military. When the scriptures say the wicked gonna gnash upon you with his teeth, that pretty much translated these devils ultimately gonna press upon you with his military. Because to push forth this vaccination, it's not gonna be some guy show up at your door with a damn lab coat. They're gonna be the military. And Willie, he gonna get caught up in that, man. Go ahead.
I got this word, plot.
Okay, come on.
It's that word, plot. It says to have a thought.
Ooh.
Devise.
Hold up. It said to have a thought, right? Now, thought take place where? In your mind. And that's the secret counsel of Esau. And your mind is where? In your head. So you got the heads of the body of Esau plotting. That's the think tanks, man. See that? You got something?
Quick precept. This Psalm 64 verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked.
Right, and we are being hidden. We are being hidden in the pavilion of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. This knowledge. This creates a hedge of protection right here, man. You think it's a coincidence the Lord got the spirit on brothers pushing forth this work, man? No, this is all an effort to keep you, man. Because all you got to do is believe. Then not Yahweh Shai said, those who believe on me is not condemned, but those who believe not is condemned already. So that's all it takes. Believe in the doctrine. And we know that's right. You think this book is beautifully put together, all these chapters and for nothing, just for you to have on the mantle. No, it was meant to be broken open and conveyed. Go ahead.
From the insurrections of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, that's dealing with the so-called white man again. All right? Go ahead.
It says who whet their tongues like a sword.
See, who whet their tongue like a sword. And we mentioned that briefly earlier, man. Going into their laws, legislations, what they have on the books, and also the rhetoric. You know, the tweets. That's the tongue, man. This nigga talking about, yeah, man, me and the old lady got the coronavirus, but you know what? We're gonna be quarantined, and we're gonna get that's their tongue. So somebody can say, man, why you? And you know, I already been through that, man. And it was a Jake, man, asked me where my mask at. You know, I almost lost it on this motherfucker. Go ahead.
It says, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
See, even bitter words. See, even bitter words. Right? Go ahead.
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
See, and they doing this. This is all an effort to come after you. That's why in the spirit we read. You know what? When you finish that off, let's get that article real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to where you at. Go ahead.
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
And fear not. Right? So Esau is doing all this in effort to wage war against us, man. All right? So now let's get that, because why is the perfect there? What, you know? Because they wet their tongue. It's got to be geared towards somebody. You don't up your strap unless you got a target. You know, even if it's not if it's not live bullets, as they say, even target practice, you have a target. So this man is doing these things, preparing, you know, everything to come after us, man. Right? So let's get what you got.
God, this is from yahoonews.com. And it reads, one key slide reveals who will be first in line to get a coronavirus shot in the U.S. when the vaccine becomes available.
Yeah. And they're projecting that these vaccines will be ready this year. That's that warp speed that they talk about. And we know it's going down. Because Trump got it now, man. Yep, that's right. Esau's a cunning hunter, man. And that's how he snare you with these laws, contracts.
Uh-huh.
Right?
And then the little picture they got, the little thumbnail is a Jake getting
It's a Jake.
Getting a shot.
Yep.
Yep. So it says high-risk healthcare workers and first responders should be first in line for coronavirus vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
This vaccine rollout should happen in 4 phases in the U.S. according to recommendations published Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It says, let me just jump down. Let me just jump down a little bit.
Yeah, because the headline said enough, but
Mhm.
if you got something else, you go ahead and bring it out for edification.
Yeah, all right, matter of fact, all right, let's see. All right, it says, I'm trying to find one that said diabetes and
That word diabetes is associated with the so-called Negro
Okay.
first and foremost.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, kind of. I'm jumping down now. It says if vaccine doses are limited, as is widely expected, the group recommends focusing on people with 2 or more risk factors. These risk factors include cancer, chronic kidney disease, COPD, obesity, sickle cell disease, and type 2 diabetes, among other conditions.
Mm-hmm.
It said the experts acknowledge the uncertainty surrounding the list of risk factors and knows that this can and should change as more research is done on COVID. I think that was pretty much it. I think the other article going to.
Okay, if you want to get something else, you can.
All right, let me get this.
You got a precept?
Yeah, kind. But I just make a real quick point.
Yeah, you got it out.
The sickle cell, I think only Jake can get that.
Mhm.
I ain't
Okay.
never met no Edomite with no sickle cell. Yes,
Mm.
the person I met that had sickle cell was a damn Jake.
Mm.
You know, but quick precept. This is the book of
Sickle
Psalms.
cell hard to reverse.
Mhm.
Yep, go ahead.
It's, Psalms 83 in verse 3. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people
Mm-hmm.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yep, and that crafty counsel, what's the part of that crafty counsel? Really, it's coming to a head now.
Mhm.
Really, what's the climax of this crafty counsel, man? It's really what you're saying now. To have Jakes vaccinated, you know, in them vaccinations, man, they consist of I think they said is it shark? I don't know if y'all saw that. It's shark.
I know it's like crab blood, some shit.
Crab leg, some shit like that.
Seen.
Semen, shark
Monkey
fins, monkeys. If you putting that shit in your body, man, this man gotta go, man.
Mhm.
Hey, Abu, man. Shit.
We need to stop playing.
Yeah. Y'all need to stop playing. Abu, man. Don't tell him what Abu, if you out there, man. You know what I mean? Just go do something. Oh, that's it. Yeah, shark liver. Yep. Yeah, you see that shit? Hey, the scriptures tell you that the one flesh, the glory of one flesh is.
Yep. Mhm.
See that fucking devil, man? Fuck shark liver gonna do for you, man.
Yeah,
And who are you to come to that conclusion? Go ahead, up.
Kind.
Oh, that sound like some old witches brew shit. You ever saw like them witches
Mhm.
take they giving you a formula. You want one frog leg, a splash of this motherfucker, man. Right up.
It says they have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation,
Mm-hmm.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
Yeah. And they accomplished that to a certain degree. Because that was a long time when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans associated yourself with these corporate names, man. But now we're in a time when we're associating ourselves with our true nationality. See, that was a marvelous work right there by the Lord. All right, come on.
Yeah, I can find it.
Okay, come on, you can go back to what you said.
Okay, come. This back in Psalm 37. So it's back Psalm 37 and verse 12 again.
Mm-hmm.
It said the wicked plotteth against the just.
See, and again, that's what you're witnessing, man. The wicked would be the so-called white man. That's pursuant to Malachi, the first chapter. That's the wicked, man. And he indeed is plotting against the just. Because you think it's a coincidence. That's why in the spirit we had the duo clip, you know, with it started off with Trump, then you had goddamn a bill in our mail, you know, saying that the Negroes and the Native Americans, they first in line, they're a priority. That's them plotting against the just. Go ahead.
It said the wicked plotted against the just and gnashed upon him with his teeth.
Right, and again, it's dealing with his military. And like we said, when they set up these different, especially the chipping stations, but as far as the vaccines, what you got a lot of people say that the chip can be in a vaccine, you know, it's going to be a point where you're going to actually know you're going to have that chip. I mean, you're going to have a choice whether to take that chip, you know, right? But it's going to be enforced by the military. Since when the so-called white man ever did anything diplomatically? Everything he ever did was done by the sword. You know? Go ahead. Oh, that's why I forget who was mentioning that, but they said the so-called white man said we're gonna move to Mars. And they said, what if the temperature is too cold? They said, you know what the so-called white man said? We'll nuke it. We'll nuke Mars, and that'll make the temperature drop. Rise up. See, this is how this man rationalized things out with the sword. See? So when he come bringing that vaccine to your door, right? You're going to have the military with him. Go ahead.
It said, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
Ooh, and hey, that's beautiful because we share that same sentiment. The Lord gave us that eyesight, the foresight to see this man day coming, man. Nobody have the luxury we have, man, the comfort we have, which is the proper understanding of the scriptures. We actually see this man day is coming, man. Hey, nobody else can claim that. Like you got a nigga like Farrakhan, one of them, which he retired, you know. But you know, one of these, they'll tell you, "Hey man, build. You know, we got to build here in America." No, man. You got to just wait on the Lord. Got it from him. Just move out the way. The Lord got it from him, man. The Lord gonna take this man down, right? Well, you had something?
Yeah, Khan. This is the book of Psalms 59 and verse 3. It says, "For lo, they lay in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me.
Yeah.
Not for my transgressions, nor for my sin, O Lord."
Right. These devils are not coming at us because we going off. They ain't saying we coming to get you, and here go the law, right? They ain't coming to get us for our transgressions. They coming to get us because of they wicked agenda and really they hatred and disdain for the nation of Israel. And that's spoken of in is that Ezekiel 35 for that perpetual hate against our brother? Go ahead.
It says they run and prepare themselves without my fault, await to help me, and behold.
Yep.
It says, thou therefore, O Lord, power of hosts, power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressor. Salah.
Yeah, the Lord gonna honor that petition right there, man. The Lord's not gonna be merciful to any of you out there, man. Shit, the Lord is not even gonna spare the 2/3 in his lifetime. The only ones that are going to be counted worthy to see the salvation of our Lord will be the elect of the nation of Israel. So where that leave everybody else, man? Especially the other nation. The Lord going to bring the drama to your ass, man.
That's it.
See? That was it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
All right, come on.
Psalm 37 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy.
To cast down the poor and needy. Now, what's that mean when they say the poor and needy? They're talking about somebody eating out of garbage can. We the poor and needy, man. And why the scriptures call us the poor and needy? Because we have no strength in our hand in relation to warding off our enemies. Matter of fact, look up that word needy real quick in the blue letter. You got something?
Yeah, real quick. This is the book of Psalms 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
See it?
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, and ultimately it's going to be them missiles, man. Right? You're going to be taken in that very same thing. And another thing, the Lord is taking you in your own craftiness across the board. You know, they thought that this plan, hey, you know what this is with Esau? They threw all their chips on the table. We see the desperation, but the Lord snared you in it. Not, you know, you got people actually questioning these devils. What the fuck you mean, man? I don't see nobody, you know. I don't. Right? So come on.
God, so this that word needy.
This needy. Go to the let me see.
God. The third one, third definition of that word needy needing help.
See, needing help, man. Go ahead.
Deliverance from trouble.
See, deliverance from trouble. Who is that? That's us. We need help in deliverance from trouble, man. That's what it means when they say the needy. Go ahead.
Especially as delivered by the Most High.
See, especially as delivered by the Most High. So that's the needy. So the needy don't mean, you have somebody, Willie. He would have read that and said, man, you just see a nigga out by the store asking for change.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be poor and needy, man. No, that needy is dealing with the elect. All right. So you can go back.
God, Psalm 37:14. The wicked have drawn out their sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Woo! And that's dealing with us. All right. They hate those who rebuke and vindicate, man. They hate us because we speak in truth. And ultimately, we exposing his ass, man. See that? That's why I said to cast down those who are upright in conversation. See? Go ahead.
Their sword shall enter into their own heart.
Right, the Lord gonna flip the script on your ass. Go ahead.
And their bows shall be broken.
See that? Go ahead.
Precept. This book of Psalms, chapter 7, and verse 16. Well, I'm starting at 15. He made a pit and digged it, and falleth into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own.
And you see that as mischief. That's the only word you can come up with. Like you see this whole Trump shit. That's mischief, man. That's mischief, man. Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin. This nigga is setting up a damn pot, a flower pot, crash down on your head when you walk in the door, man. Go ahead.
It said his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate.
See that?
Got something bad there, though. It's the book of Job 18:7. The steps of his strength shall be strained, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
Yep, read that again.
It's on Job 18:7. The steps of his strength shall be strained, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Yep, his own counsel shall cast him down. Right? Go ahead.
It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet.
See, this man has snared himself up. Yeah, this man snared himself up, man. You know? Yeah, go ahead.
And he walketh upon a snare.
Yeah, he walking upon a snare, man. All right, yeah, go ahead.
God, this Psalm 37:32. The wicked watcheth the righteous.
See, the wicked watcheth the righteous, go ahead.
And seeketh to slay him.
And seeketh to slay him, man. So all this is an effort, which we know is a feeble attempt. Nevertheless, that's his plan. But we know that the Lord is pretty much the final. He has the final call. All right, this is the Lord's program, and as it is written, the elect, we're gonna escape, man. We're gonna escape with our life, man. We're gonna escape from the clutches of the wicked, man. Right, and this is how this man is trying to get us, through his witchcraft, through the form of which media. His media is witchcraft. That word medium, you go back to medium, it translates to witchcraft. All right. So this is how this man is trying to snare us with his witchcraft. He's trying to set a certain a scenario, a narrative, and blame us, man. And you got Trump, you see, it's gonna go down, man. Which, by the way, the brother was sharing with me earlier, they projecting a blood moon. It's gonna fall on Halloween. Not a blood moon, but a blue moon. It'll be a blue moon. So, things happening, man. It's gonna get real interesting, man. You got the Proud Boys, you got the three percenters, Edomites. They saying, look, man, in November, we bringing the drummer. We don't care who win. Trump win, we're gonna come get you, and if Biden win, we're gonna come get you. Oh, and I saw something earlier where they said Biden and his wife tested negative. Did you see that?
Yeah,
what type of shit is that? They trying to stir up shit, man. But that shows you the desperation of Esau right now. All right? You have something?
Yeah, just like you said, how the Lord gonna protect us.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Psalms 12:5. It says, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I rise.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. And what's the sign of that proves that we the needy? That's the prophets. Because that links up with Ezekiel the 9th chapter. Those who sigh and cry for the abominations. See? Yep. Go ahead.
It says, for the sighing of the needy, now will I rise, saith the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I will set him in safety.
Woo!
From him that puffeth at him.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, hey. That's dealing with the Lord raising us up and delivering us from the very ones, right, that's plotting against us, puffing up against us, man. Now, when you go into puffing, that means to inflame something. Like if you puff from a cigarette, every time you take a puff, it flames. See? So that's what the scriptures say, he that puffeth up against us. Everything you do is to inflame us. All right? To inflame the situation.
That's it.
See? So you got something?
Yeah,
cut.
I'm going to read verse 32 again. Psalm 37:32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
Yep.
The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit.
Hold up, it said keep his way. That's that knowledge.
That's it.
If you keep this word, right, and what the Lord say he's going to do?
And he shall exalt thee
Go ahead.
to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it.
Ooh. It's bad, man. All right? And that's the time we're in. We actually witnessing it now. But it's going to be made manifest. And it tell you that in Psalm the 91st chapter, only with thine eyes that shall see the reward of the wicked. See that?
Yep.
So, you know, the moral of the story is, man, the so-called white man is now being identified and targeted. He's been made bare. He can't cover. He can't hide himself. All right. We see that this man is desperate and he's going above and beyond the call of duty to try to retain his birthright. But we understand that no wise is going to happen. And he's going to do whatever it takes. He's going to scratch tooth and nail and claw. Matter of fact, get me is that Ecclesiasticus 4? I'm stretched out. You got something? Go to give me Job 9:24. All right. All things come to an end, Esau. You got to pay up, man. You get a loan. Do you know the Lord loaned you this, man? This was a consolation prize, man. Now, when you go into Genesis, the 27th chapter, Esau wept bitterly. And what Isaac, which is the Lord, right? Our Lord, Yahweh. Isaac said, you know what should I do for you, my son? And he gave him a consolation prize. When you go into that word consolation, it goes back to console. So Isaac consoled Esau by giving him what you have now. But it was only temporal. See? So let's go into that real quick before we close. Give me Job 9:24.
Okay, this is the book of Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
When did the earth was given to the hand? Isaac gave it to him. Isaac said, you're going to have the fatness of the earth, right? But it was a consolation prize. Go ahead.
It says he covered the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So the earth was given into the hand. It was given into Esau's hand, right? Now, we're in a time where the earth is going to be given over to the elect, starting with our Lord Yahweh. But guess what this devil is saying? Nope, playing tug of war, nope. And that's recorded. Go ahead.
Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 4:31.
Go ahead.
Let not thy hand be stretched out to receive.
Yeah, don't have your hand stretched out to receive. And we just read that this man received the earth. In order for him to get the earth, he had his hand stretched out. Go ahead.
And shut when thou shouldst repay.
Now you're in the time to repay. You're in the time of recompense. Now you got your hand shut, man. And that's all you witnessing, man. This devil had his hand shut up when it's time to repay. And that's a nigga. Let you get my, you know what I mean? I let you hold some of mine. Now I want my shit back and you got your hand shut up because you want it. That's Esau, man. That's the devil, all right? So that was it. You got anything else, right? And so with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakam, double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the brothers laboring in his work. And as always, you believers out there, the Akim and the Aqua that subscribe to this truth as well. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom. DTA, a Bob.
Because whoso follows on the storm.